Hello and welcome back to my channel. And again, in today's video I take you through this amazing dataset. So this is a Spotify dataset analysis. We decided to do some small project on this particular dataset. All right, and so yeah, you can see we added some new things different from the projects that we've already have or we've already worked on or I've taken you through. Okay, so in this particular project I wanted to answer some questions. We want to see the most streamed songs. That's what we wanted to focus on, most streamed songs. Okay, for this particular period. All right, and so you can see right here, this is a top stream song for this particular period, the top three songs actually. So I'm going to show you how this is done. And then we have our filters, right? Our filter panel. So this particular filter panel, we have this and this for to either turn it on or turn it off. And so currently it's on, but this icon is used to turn it off. All right, so you can see we can turn it off and we can turn it back on with this by using the control click. All right, so that's it. That's how this came about. All right, and I'm going to show you how to use bookmark to group these particular filters as well. And then when you come right here with our cards, we did something different with our cards where we are able to flip the cards. All right, and so this particular track, the details for this particular track, you can see it over here behind it. And whichever track that you select, probably you don't want this, you want 10 things this particular track. All right, and you can again, once we have that, this thing is really worrying. Okay, so once we have this, we can again just look at the details for this particular track right behind it, and we have all here. And so I'm going to show you how this is also done. I'm going to take you through how this is done. All right, but the main focus of today's project is to look at the most streamed Spotify songs for this particular period. All right, kind of forgive my this thing. I'm still not sure how to fix this. Still working on it. All right, and so yes, this is a data set and this is a project. And so if this looks like something you're interested in and would like to know how this is done, I urge you to follow me as I take you through this project. Okay, so let's go into our project, how we are going to, or the step-by-step guide on this project. And yeah, I'm going to take you through. So right over here we have uh right over here we have our data set. All right, I've already imported the data set into Power BI. Okay, so you can see it right over here. So this is the data set that we are working on. So we have the track name, artist name, count, release year, release month, release day. So from the onset, this and this, we can look at it and see if we can join them or merge them together, so we can just have date. All right, because I like to use the date for something. We have the streams, so this is total streams. All right, so we have that as well. And yeah, so this is our data set that we are working on. And yeah, I just wanted to point this out. So in order for us to get the pictures for in this, for us to get this, we needed the URL. All right, and so we have the URL right over here. And what you can do normally, the URL, the cover URL, you see it in text. So if you are finding yours in text, you can just come to the date category and change it to image URL. And be sure to have your internet connection on in order for you to, have access to the pictures. All right, so yes, so this is it. So I'm going right back to my report page. Yeah, and this is where we are going to start our work. Okay, so before I continue, let me just quickly take the background color for this. I need a background color, so give me a minute. The background, so you can use the same thing as well if you want, but you can use a different one too if that works for you. Okay, so I'm going to be using the same background. And yeah, I've already gone through how to design a background in previous videos, so I'll leave that um, somewhere so you can just go back and look at it, take a look at it if you already haven't. Okay, and then for the wallpaper, I also need for the wallpaper. Okay, so the wallpaper is this color down here. All right, because normally it's white, so I don't need it as white, so I use a different color for that. And so I'm going to, so there's it, and I'm going to come right here. Okay, and I'm going to, for the wallpaper, I'm going to use that particular color. Okay, and so please see here, and yeah, you can see. So this is a wallpaper. So we have our background and the wallpaper. All right, we have the background and the wallpaper. So I think that should be it. This particular data set doesn't really have a lot of data cleaning, so you can see we didn't really do a lot of data cleaning because I've already gone through it, and I know it doesn't really require a lot of data cleaning. All right, so yeah. All right, so for me, I'm going to add the Spotify icon. Okay, so I already downloaded the Spotify icon, so you can download it as well. It's on the internet, so if you want to use it, you can just download it as well. All right, so I'm going to so I downloaded and then I cleaned it using the background remover. So background remover is something on the internet that I use to remove the background of my pictures when I don't want the background. Okay, so yeah, if you want me to make a video on it, you can just let me know and I'll make a video on how to use the background remover. All right, for you. That's fine. Okay, so let's continue.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
So now that I have my shape over here, I'm going to take the shape to the back so that it doesn't interfere with my visuals. All right, the visuals that I'm going to be putting inside. So I always say, don't forget to, when you create a shape, take it to the back or send it to the back. All right, so that it's just at the back supporting the actual visualizations. Okay, all right. So now I'm going to create my KPIs, all right, or for my cars, all right. So the KPIs that I want to show from this particular data set, all right. So I'm going to be showing them now. All right, so looking at my data set, the KPIs that I want to show include, let me see, total streams. So I'm going to have total streams, the total streams, and I'm going to have average streams as well. All right, and then once I'm done with the total and average streams, I'm going to have the total. I'm going to have the count of artist names and the count of tracks. All right. So for the artist names, I want the distinct artist names. All right. I don't want the total of them all because probably some artists appear twice with two different songs. All right. So what I want to do is that I only want the distinct artist name. All right. So if, for example, we have Eminem appearing twice in the data set, but with two different songs, maybe Eminem songs. I can't remember now. Forgive me, but maybe Eminem appears twice because there are two songs by his name. I don't want him appearing, or I don't want to count him twice. I just want to count him once. So I'm going to use distinct count to count the artist names. But with the tracks, I'm going to use count tracks. All right. So that's what I want to do. So I like to organize my measures. So that's why you can see me creating a measure table for it, so that I can group my measures in that particular table to avoid it being all over the place. Okay. Yeah.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Then
Trendybeats.com.
I think it's really disturbing.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
All right. So now that I have my measures, I'm going to fix them in here. All right. I'm going to fix my measures in here. So yeah. Okay, before I continue, I forgot something. So there are some things that I want to remove from this particular data set, all right? But I already have them in my report view. So what can I do? I can just go to transform data and then use the transform data to go back to Power Query to remove those particular ones, all right? So let me do that and show you. All right, so this takes us back to Power Query. We can do whatever changes that I want to do. Now what I want to do is simply for this particular column, the cover URL, I don't want the ones that have not found images. I don't want to have anything that is not found for the cover URL. I want this particular column to have all of its URLs. Okay, so I'm going to remove the ones without the URL name. All right. Okay, so this is what I have. Now we are moving on to formatting. So I'm formatting my card, visuals. All right. So this is simply formatting, all right? I'm just formatting this thing. Okay, just formatting my visuals. I've already talked about formatting in my videos, so you can check that out as well if you are not so sure of what I'm doing. All right. So I want my visual vertical. All right, so I'm done with this. So now what next? So I want to create my slices. All right, so let's go and create the slices. I'm going to use bookmark in creating the slices, and I'm going to add these two new icons. All right, so let me show you what I mean. So what are the slices going to be? So for this particular project, I want the slices to be for date. All right, so month, year, and a weekday. All right, but then when we look at the data set, all right, when we look at the data set that we have, we realize that we can't have that. Okay, we can't have that. We can have weekday from this data set. And yeah, so I like to join these things together, create a calendar table, a calendar date for it, where I can get the weekday and this particular column as well, the release month column. I don't want it like this. I want to format it into January, February, March. All right, so let me show you how that will be done. So we are going to use what we call date value. It's a DAX formula, right? To merge the day, month, and the year column. Excellent, 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 excellent. Open it for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. Open it for emergency.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
Right, so we have the date column over here. Now you might be thinking, why I didn't just concatenate or measure? You really can't, because they are different. I've talked about date value in my previous videos as well, where I talked about when I was in my DAX video, I did talk about this the mistake that goes into this, things such as this. All right, so you realize that this is in numeric, and then there's some in text form. All right, and they are separated. All right, all over the place. So to bring them together, we use what we call the date value. All right, can you check my video on DAX on this to further understand how this was done? All right, so now that I have my date column, I can go ahead and create my calendar date. All right, so let's go and then do that. Let me show you how that is done. Okay, so you are going to create a calendar date. I want to go right here, and I'm going to click on this. All right, let's click on this, and I'm going to go to new table where I can create my calendar table. All right, my date table. Let's look at this. All right, so we have our calendar date table. So yeah, so let me just make this short, and then now we can find for the weekday, and then we're able to format for the months. All right, so let's go ahead and do that right away.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
All right, so now that we have this, we need to go and then create a relationship for these two tables. So this particular one that I just created for date and then our main table. All right, so we're going to create relationship for this. Now relationship is something I've already talked about as well in my videos, so I'll leave the playlist attached to this video, and then you can go watch them if there's something that you are not quite getting. All right, okay, so let's do that. Okay, so we can create our slices now. All right. Let's close this. And then for overflow, I want to make it paginated. All right. So paginated. So now you can see in this from this continuous scroll. So it's going to just scroll down, but I want it paginated so that it's going to give me the option to. And the paginated, I want it horizontal. All right. So I can use this button to move on to the next one, the next
More
one.
music
All right.
on trendybeats.com.
Okay.
Trendybeats.com.
So now we are formatting. Okay. And let's remove the month, the title. So let's remove this. All right. So we have the first one, and you can simply just I want this to be here.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
All right, so now these are my three visuals, my three slices. This is what I want to rely on for my slices, just the month, the weekday, and then the year. All right, and so what are we going to do now? Now we are going to group them and create a bookmark. All right, to have all of this so that we can use an icon to either toggle them all off or on as and when we want. All right, so let me show you what I mean. Alright, and so now I have all of these, and what I can do is I can just copy or select all of them. Alright, so now I select all of them, and I'm just going to right click, and then I'm going to group them. Alright, so that if I want to take all of them around, I can easily just take all of them around. Alright, so I needed to group them. Okay, so now that I've grouped them, I'm going to create a bookmark for them where I can use my icons to toggle between them being on and them being off. Okay. So right here you can see that we have all of everything in this particular group. All right, this particular group from the ship to the release day. So this is group 1, right? So I can change this to filter. All right, filter panel on. With the filter panel on. Okay. All right.
More music on trendybeats.com.
And then I can add
Trendybeats.com.
my bookmark. And I'm going to say for this one. So alright, so that is for this. Mm. Right, so I'm going to delete this. Okay, so right, so now we have our filters working. So this filter off. So you can see the filter is off, and this filter on. You can see the filter is on. All right. Okay. So now that we are done, I need something to help me toggle them on and off. Okay. And I've already downloaded them. So I'm going to just go to insert and insert them. All right.
More music on trendybeats.com. trendybeats.com.
Alright, and I'm going to give this icon an action so that I can see that whenever this action is being controlled hit or control hit, then I want to see my filters. Other than that, I don't want to see my filters. All right. So this is more or less like page navigation, but in this case, bookmarks. So if you've not watched my video on page navigation, you can watch them to understand what it's all about. All right. All right. Sure. Alright, so now I need something to serve as a toggle up. So when I want to hide it, I need something that I can use to hide this filter panel. Alright, and so I'm going to use something from here. I'm going to use blank, and I'm going to format the blank to be able to use it. Okay. Alright, so it's here, right here. Mhm.
More music on trendybeats.com. trendybeats.com.
And so I'm going to give this button an action that whenever I control click on this filter should go off. All right. Okay, so now we are done. So let me show you. So it's really worrying me. So now you can see it's off just by control clicking on this button. And if you want to turn it back on, you can easily just control click on this as well. Alright, and we have it back on. So yeah, that's how it's done.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, all okay, kid. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. I need to know what you did. Yo, send me all okay, kid. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. Come to my guitar. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent. Excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, you tell me what I could feed you. I did like you. Whatever you want, I could give you. Oh, my baby. You was having that I'm ready. Body set it. Go to my shit. Mama be baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. And she telling me, say she be dancing. She working fancy. Pull up in a Benz. Bump up the fancy when she bad. You go for me, boy. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, all okay. Shabali, you know the day. My nest, I know the day. I need to know you did. Say, you look at it. Shabali, you know the day. My nest, I know the day. Come to my star. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. And for this particular visualization, we only need the top three, all right? The top three, okay? So I'm just formatting and then working around it, okay?
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
So this is how to find the top three most streamed items. So if you haven't watched my video on top end and bottom end, kindly watch that as well. I spoke about all of this and I showed how all of these things can be done. All right. Okay. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, all okay. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. I need to know what you did. Send me all okay. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. Come to my guitar. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, you tell me what I could feed you. I did like you. Whatever you want, I could give you. Oh, my baby. You was having that I'm ready. Body set it. Put on my shit. Mama be baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. But she telling me, say she be dancing. She working fancy. Pull up in a Benz. Bump up the fancy when she bad. You go for me, boy. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, all okay. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. I need to know you did. Say me, all okay. Shabali, you know the day. My nest, I know the day. Come to my guitar. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You All right, so now that we have all of this done, we need the pictures, all right, inside of them. So when you look at these pictures inside of them, now we can only use these pictures we have because we have the URL for them, all right. And that's what I said, that for you to be able to use them and see them, your data has to be on, because we are taking them from the URL that was added to the data set. And this is the URL, all right. So when I show you over here, when I show you this, you can see this is a URL. This. So these are URL. So HTTPS. So this even tell you that this is from the internet. All right. So this particular column was filled by with information from the internet. Okay. And that is why when you are working on this project, I'll be leaving the data set down below. And so if you are working on it and realize that your pictures are not showing, that it means this is still on text. And so you need to change the data category to image URL. And your data should be on so that you can use this function. All right. So I hope that is clear. So let's continue. So yeah, so I'm going to be pulling my images and I'm going to show you how to add the images just straight up to this particular visualization so that we can see them. All right.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
All right. So my internet is off. So before I close, I'll turn it back on and then I'll show you guys everything. All right. I'll show you because the internet needs to be on. And now that it's off, it's unable to retrieve the information. So I'll leave it and I'll work on the rest. And then once I'm done, I'll just turn the internet on and then we'll get information for what we are looking for. All right. All right. Now, before I continue, I'd like to pause and say that if you're enjoying this so far, aside the fact that I keep getting sign problems, forgive me for that. But if you're enjoying this so far and you're learning something new, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button so that when I upload anything of this sort, you'll be the first to be notified. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this, and don't forget to like. All right. So if that is that, or if that is done, excuse me, let's proceed to preparing our project.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, I look again. Shabari, you know the day. Oh, when there's a not today. I need to know what you did. Yeah. Send me, you look again. Shabari, you know the day. Oh, when there's a not today. My data. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent. Excellent. You go put me for emergency. Shorty, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Boy, tell me what I don't feed you. I you. Whatever you want, I go give you. Oh, my baby. You was having got a ready. Body set it. Put on my shit. For my baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. And she telling me, say she be dancing. She working fancy. Pull up in a fancy. Bump up there, fancy when she fancy. She go pull me, boy. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, and you look again. Somebody don't know the day. Oh, my yes, I know the day. I need to know you did. Yeah. Send me your look again. Somebody don't know the day. My yes, I know the day. Come to my data. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. Shorty, excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
Only you pass a beat, my chest. Your back assets. You know they play my chubares. You see my soul. But no but I'm big congo. Baby, congo. You just see her. Me no fi kill her. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, I look again. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my days are not the day. I need to know what you did. Yeah. Send me, you look again. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my days are not the day. Come to my data. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me. All right, so now we are moving on to our final visualization for the day. And this particular one, I'm going to show you how to flip the informations on the card. All right, so like so, you have it here. So like this example where we have this, and we can easily flip it and then get informations for it behind the card. All right, so yeah. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Boy, tell me what I don't feed you. I you. So with this, what the card is supposed to show is a track name. All right, the track names. All right, so not the name of the artist, but the track name. So the tracks. So the tracks will give information of who played it or whose song is it, date was released, and that is what is important to go and then work on the dates to bring the dates together. So who sang the song or who has the playlist, the track, all right, the time the track was released, and a few other things that people might be interested in knowing. All right, so those are the other things that we'll add behind the card so that when we flip it behind, we can see those other informations. All right, so yeah. She telling me say she be dancing, she working fancy, pull up in a fancy, bump up there fancy when she fancy. So for me, boy, I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, I look again. Somebody don't know the day. Oh, my days are not the day. I need to know what you did. Yeah. Send me, you look again. Somebody don't know the day. Oh, my days are not the day. Come to my data. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. Shorty, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent, excellent. You go put me for emergency. So this is simply me formatting it now.
More music on trendybeats.com. trendybeats.com.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your back assets. You know they play my two baddest. You see my jolly. Panu bata make pongolo. Baby pongaso. You dey see him. Me no fi kill him. I need to know what you did. Oh yes, me all okay. Shabali don't know the day. Oh, when there's a no day. I need to know what you did. Say me all okay. Shabali don't know the day. Oh, when there's a no day. Come to my guitar. Oh, excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, yeah, tell me what I don't feel to. I you. Whatever you want, I go give you. Oh, my baby. Two for seven, got a petty. Body set it. But how much she can buy my baby. When I do many things very crazy. And she telling me, say she be chancy. She working fancy. Pull up in a Benz. Bump up the fancy when she fancy. Go for me, boy. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, me, all okay. Shabali, you know the day. My nest, I know the day. I need to know what you did. Say, you look okay. Shabali, you know the day. My nest, I know the day. Come to my guitar. Oh, excellent, 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 excellent. You go for me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. You go for me for emergency.
More music on trendybeats.com. trendybeats.com.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your back assets. You know they play my two baddest. You see my jolly. Panu bata make pongolo. Baby pongaso. You dey see him. Me no fi kill him. I need to know what you did. Oh yes, me all okay. Shabali don't know the day. Oh, my nest I know the day. I need to know what you did. Say me all okay. Shabali don't know the day. Oh, my nest I know the day. Come to my guitar. Oh, excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, yeah, tell me what I don't feel to. I you. Whatever you want, I go give you. Oh, my baby. Two for seven, got a petty.
Alright, so we are working on the first part, so I need to format this a lot because at this particular moment it's not really that, good. So yeah, just doing this and then getting it better.
Body set it, but how much she can buy my baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. And she telling me, say she be chancy. She working fancy, pull up in a Benz. Bump up the fancy when she fancy. Go for me, boy, I need to know what you did. Oh yes, me all okay. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. I need to know what you did. Say me all okay. Shabali, you know the day. My nest, I know the day. Come to my guitar. Oh, excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency.
More music on trendybeats.com. trendybeats.com.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your back assets. You know they play my chubares. They see my jolly. I know but I make Congo. Baby, Congaso. You see, you know, we kill them.
Alright, so we are done with this. You might think this is all alright, but then there's something missing. We can't turn it back on and off like we have over here. Alright, like we have for this. So we can turn it back and then see what we have behind. Alright, so we want to look at that. Alright, and to do that, we are going to create a measure for that. Just a simple measure called dummy so that we can add it to this. Alright.
I need to know where you did. Oh, yes, I need a look again. Shabali, you know, the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. I need to know where you did. Send me your look again. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. Come to my dad. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent. Excellent. You go for me for emergency. Sharply excellent, excellent, oh, excellent. Excellent. You go for me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Boy, tell me what I don't feed you. I you. Whatever you want, I could give you. Oh, my baby.
It could be anything, all right? It could be any name. And then we just put a figure, 1 or 0 or whatever you want. So I'll put 0.
Body set it, go to my shit, mama be baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. But she telling me, say she be Jency. She working fancy, pull up in a Benz. Bump up the offense, me when she fancy. She go pull me for him, and you know what you did.
All right. And so we have it here, measure dummy. And then once you come, you can see it like this. All right. But this is not how we want it. So we have to, this is not how we want it. So we need to paginate it. All right. So that we can use the paginated sign to go back and back, back and back, back and front, rather than this. All right. We don't want this. So that's what we are going to do.
Excellent, 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 excellent.
All right, so now that we've done that, now this is the front page, and we can just click here and take it back. All right, this page, back. All right, yeah. So let's continue. So now we only want the reference labels for the W page. So that's the back page. And so you're going to add the items that we want at that page, all right, or behind the card, okay?
More music on trendybeats.com.
You can just add as many items as you want or as you think will be relevant, right? So that's what we are doing.
.com.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your back assets. You know they play my chubares. They see my jolly. But no but I make Congo. Baby, Congaso. You did see him. You know we kill him. I need to know what you did. Oh yes, I need a look again. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. I need to know what you did. Send me your look again. Shabali, you know the day. Oh, my nest, I know the day. Come to my dad. Oh, excellent, excellent, oh, excellent. Excellent. You go for me for emergency. Sharply excellent, excellent, oh, excellent. Excellent. You go for me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, yeah, tell me what I don't feel.
All right, so I think this is fine now. So let's try it out and see. Okay, so we have our information over here, right? So we have our information over here, track name and all of that. Okay, I think there is so much. Let's probably take some out, all right? So we'll take this out. Yeah, this for the fun of it. Okay, all right. So this looks okay to me. Now let me take this from you because you already have it.
Wanna do many things very crazy. Now she telling me say she be Jency. She working fancy. Pull up in a Benz. Bump up the fancy when she fancy. She go pull me for him. I need to know what you did. Oh yes, I need a look again. Shabali go no did. My legs are not getting. I need to know what you did. Send me a look again. Shabali go no did. My legs are not getting. Come to my shop. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Excellent, go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 go put me for emergency.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Okay, so now we have this.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your bagages, you know they play my chubares. You see my jolly, but no bata big kongoro. Baby, kongaso. You dey see ya, me no fit kill am. I need to know what you did. Oh yes, me all look again. Shabali you know the day. My nest are not getting. I need to know what you did. Send me all look again. Shabali you know the day. My nest are not getting. Come to my guitar. Excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. Tell me I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, you tell me what I don't feed you. I did like you. Whatever you want, I go give you. Oh, my baby, boo. 247, girl, I'm ready. Body set it. Put on my shit, for my baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. But she's telling me, say she be Jency. She working fancy. Pull up in a Benz. Bump up the offense when she fancy. She go pull me for him. I need to know what you did. Oh yes, I need a look again. Shabali go no did. My legs are not getting. I need to know what you did. Send me a look again. Shabali go no did. My legs are not getting. Come to my guitar. Excellent, 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 excellent. Go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. Go put me for emergency.
That's really nice. Alright, so now that we are done with this, so what I want to do is that I want to add a slicer to
More
this.
music on
Right, I want to add a slicer to this, a track slicer to this as well. So let's do that.
trendybeats.com. trendybeats.com.
That's really nice.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your bagages, you know they play my chubares. You see my jolly, but no bata big kongoro. Baby, kongaso. You dey see ya, me no fit kill am. I need to know what you did. Oh yes, I need a look again. Shabali you know the day. My legs are not getting. I need to know what you did. Send me a look again. Shabali you know the day. My legs are not getting. Come to my guitar. Excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. Sharply excellent, 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 excellent. You go put me for emergency. Tell me I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, you tell me what I don't feed you. I did like you. Whatever you want, I go give you. Oh, my baby, boo. 247, girl, I'm ready. Body set it. Put on my shit, for my baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. But she's telling me, say she be Jency. She Rockin' fancy, pull up in a Benz, bump up the affair, you want your bad. Go for me, boy, money there. Oh, yes, you're looking good. Somebody gonna do that. My hands are not in it. I need to know you did. You're looking good. Somebody gonna do that. My hands are not in it. Come to my side. Excellent, 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 excellent. You go for me for emergency. Sharply, excellent, 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 excellent. You go for me for emergency.
Probably could have grouped all of this as one, but yeah.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
God.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your back has it. You know, give me my chupares. Me see my jolly. I know but I make Congo. Baby, Congazo. You just see her. You know, pick it up. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, I don't pick it. Shabali, you know, you did. Oh, my chest, I don't
Okay,
pick it. I need to know what you
so it
did.
looks like we're almost done. Everything looks
Shabali, you know, you did.
good
My chest, I
except one,
don't pick
except
it.
for this.
Come to my
All right,
side. Excellent,
except for
excellent,
this.
excellent. Excellent, go for me for emergency. Sharply, excellent, 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 excellent. Go for me for emergency. I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, you tell me what I don't feel.
Okay, so everything kind of looks okay up to this point, but I also want to make some slight adjustments. So I'm going to push this over here, and I'm going to fill here with something. And then I'm going to turn on my Wi-Fi to continue downloading the rest of the pictures for them, at least so you can see. All right.
More music on trendybeats.com. Trendybeats.com.
Only you bad and beat my chest. Your back has it. You know, give me my chupares. Me see my jolly. I know but I make Congo. Baby, Congazo. You just see her. You know, pick it up. I need to know what you did. Oh, yes, I don't pick it. Shabali, you know, the day. Oh, my hands are not in it. I need to know what you did. Tell me you look at it. Shabali, you know the day. My hands are not in it. Come to my side. Oh, excellent, 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 excellent. Go for me for emergency. Sharply, excellent, 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 excellent. Go for me for emergency. Tell me I need you. You make a man feel in you. All I want is you. Oh, you tell me what I don't feel do. I you. Whatever you want, I go give you. Oh, my baby. Two for seven, got a baby. Body set it. Go to my shit. Mama be baby. Wanna do many things very crazy. But she telling me, say she be Jesse.
All right. So now this is it. I don't like how this is shown, so let me turn on my Wi-Fi. Okay, so that we can download the rest of the pictures. All right.
Rockin' fancy, pull up in a Benz, bump up the affair, you want your bad. Go for me, boy, money there, what you did. Oh, yes, you're looking good. Somebody gonna do that. Oh, my hands are not in it. I need to know what you did. Tell me you're looking good.
Yeah, I use an itel. Sorry about that. All right. So let's see.
Somebody gonna do that. My hands
Mhm.
are not in it. Come to my side. Oh, excellent, 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 excellent. Go for me for
right? So you can see, aside the fact that I keep getting this sign in thing, try so many times to ignore it, but I don't know why it keeps showing up. If you have any idea, kindly just let me know and I'll thank you for it. But as you can see, aside that, every other thing should be working perfectly fine because now my internet is on. And so you can see the pictures, you can see the video, right? And all of them, especially with the card, you can see the information for it behind, right? So this is for Lizo, and then if you flip it behind, you can see all the information regarding this particular track, all right? And you can flip it back the front again, and yeah, you can up down that, down that, down that. So we can just move on to the next 2025 and the next. So I want to go Elofa Adore You. What song is Adore You? Let me see who sang this song. Oh, hey. And then you can see you show up there as well. All right. This thing is really, really, really using my aura. But aside that, every other thing should be working perfectly fine. All right. And so, yeah, this is going to be the end for today's project. I really do hope you enjoyed and you liked it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. All right. As it helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helped me to know that you were able to take something away from this particular project. So this we created a filter panel for this particular thing. So these are our filters. We created a filter panel on, filter panel off for it. I showed you how to use the bookmarks, showed you how to add images to this, all right, and how to flip your cars over. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you learned a lot from today's video. Thank you and see you in the next one. Bye.